Again. Hey there, Thibaut here, and I'm back with some more Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. And this dude is running into me, or my whole party. Oh man. So let's see. We got the Bard. I guess we're gonna have to unlock his Orpman. A single slot. Well, that's not so bad. And then let's have a quick look. What's our next destination? South Block Burglary. Oh yeah, right. There was talks about let's see. This is finished. So I guess we're going to report this and this. Alright, so I don't quite remember. So you see, this page has been filled in by Estelle. That's why there's no freaking information here. Alright, I guess I'll just go to the southern parts of the city. It's a bit loud for me. And check around and see what we can find out. And let's see. Received payment from Mayor Mabel for your investigative efforts thus far. Alright, nice. 101 BP. Yeah, no rank up. Alright, so I think it's pretty sad that we gotta rank up every 40 points. At least that's how it seems. Keep up the good work and be careful out there. Alright, nice. Let's check this stolen ring. I was burglarized the other day and my jeweled ring was found to be among the missing items. It's quite valuable to me, so if anyone happens to find it, please let me know. I live on Bose's South Block. South Block. All the way to the south, obviously. Just here too. Reorient my map. Let's talk to some people. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Mirano's mother was here alone, you see. Fortunately, this house was untouched by the burglaries. But time like this makes me feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Mirano brought Simon over to watch the house. Mirano, now we've got burglars running amok in the city. I swear, what's happening to Bosen? I'm just glad they left this house alone, though I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on the city. Huh, that's interesting. Otherwise she's not complaining, but I'm not trying to be rude, but this is an official investigation. Move it along. Alright. Let's check these places. I have braces here to ask a few questions yourself. This is a mess for the both of us, I tell you. How about checking out until we finished? Alright. This exit. Yeah, I didn't want to leave. I was just wondering if this was about to. Oh yeah, didn't they point out town guards or something? Damn it. My shop got ripped off by a bunch of those thieving criminals. And they took off with every last one of my pricey goods too. What did this have to happen to me at a time when there are hardly any goods around to begin with? Let's see, we've got some new stuffs. Oh, I got a bunch of money actually. So let's see if I can... What? I'm gonna buy this for the collection. Even though it's worse than what I got. And let's go to the ointment guys. And open Olivier's slot. Mind. That's new, right? Let's buy one of these. Just try it out, maybe see if what I can unlock. Get two of these. Oh, alright. Looks like this store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. My factory. My factory and all the goods are gone. They are gone. I've got to report this to either the army or the Bracer Guild ASAP. No, hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger, oh ho, yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. Ha. Yay, this turned out to be really cute. Niall, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. Oh well, really got screwed, you know that? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Look like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, Estelle, Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Hey, you can't have this. It's mine. I'll give you something else. Give me a second, I've got to give my dog something. Alright, I'm back. I just had to spread in something my dog stole for a snack. So let's begin this again. Did you go and check the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did that we did yesterday. But it was after you all had already been hauled off. Well, you could have had a real great shot of your arrest if we had been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought that this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. It sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see. That does make things a little bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered the town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bose Market are right through the west gate. It seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? Ha! I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? I think these are not the rumors he wanted to be remembered by. Oh, right, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy's on up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Alright. Oh, this... what looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. Kinda feels like an inside job, to be honest. Thanks to your shenanigans, the pages of the next issue are going to be filled with some real gripping headlines. Let me know if you get any other scoops. The newest model of camera on the display here was stolen. Do you think the Sky Bandits have any interest in photography? Very unlikely, in my opinion. The woman living here said that she had a precious memento taken by the crooks. Oops, me and my big mouth. Let's pretend like I didn't just tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I get done here? Sounds good. So now what? I'm just checking every... Oh. Hey, you there! What? Is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are all still civilians. Are they though? I wonder, are bracers civilians, or are they kind of elevated into a special kind of law enforcement-like status? Or are they like bounty hunters, where they are civilians, but they got a special license to act upon? I wonder. Because they say themselves that they are upholding justice, or maybe they are more like a private militia, so that would mean they are civilians. Huh, interesting. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you are talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Ha! For an ass in a lion skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Is that the general? Colonel? For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens, that is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians. Wait, you said we are civilians? They are members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned, yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since the early morning, so I presume that a sufficient... Oh man, I'm stumbling upon this word. So I presume that a sufficient... Oh man, I skipped this word. Damn it. Why am I can't speak this word, why I'm having problems now. I don't know. Investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, men, pack up. Returning to the Haken Gate. It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture. But we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each other the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events. Thank you. We will do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already. Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there is anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s. And he's not hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys! Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could say I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be, nope. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. To think that the legend himself will show up here. We can't wait around like this any longer. Dorothy, let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, aye, sir. Although I'm really not sure why we are chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone in the army, anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivia? You look serious. And I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite a specimen of a man. But what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try it just a little harder. It's not just fun without a romantic arrival. just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that soldiers are gone, how would we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea! Alright, so we make the round a second time. Let's start here. Oh no, we're already here. This is the untouched house, which is super weird. Why is this house not been touched? Well, doesn't have it does have a back exit. I was wondering if this would be some kind of like the reason for this. There isn't a back exit or an upper level exit because there's skybed, but that doesn't really make sense. Oh dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions not long ago? Oh right, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yes, that is right. Isn't this a good time for you? Yes, this is as good a time as any. It was in the middle of the night, you see, when I heard the noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour. So I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the oval factory across the road. I thought my house was plumb gonna stop right then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. Yeah, makes sense because they wanted to go through the western gate, alright? I see. So it was the sky balance, huh? So what you're saying then is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind? Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If it was only that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. Cecile raised her hands in a casting motion. Wait, magic? Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? Casting, like casting a line, not casting a spell. I see now. It's right, he loves fishing more than life itself. Oh, I think that means there will be fishing, and I hate fishing minigames. Who knows? I'm pretty sure there will be some unique items that I can only acquire through fishing. I hate this. Well, we'll see about it. Just yesterday he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Eh? So what you're saying is, he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's gonna get what for? Let me tell you. Hi honey, I'm home. What a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You senile old man! My goodness, woman! What kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to what he likes at a time like this. Huh? What do you mean by at a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Joshua gave Mr. Quano a brief explanation regarding the burglaries which transpired in the previous night. Burglaries by sky bandits? You don't say. Not that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of fear after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Guess they got to experience the seal effect firsthand. What did you just say? Let's all calm down, shall we? But to think that these sky bandits came in the night like they did, and then just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Oh, right, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lakeshore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night. A strange bunch? Now, this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard? Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So wasn't there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quite there. The meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. Though there weren't any definite clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially liked the one that described all the delicious food at the inn. That's not what we're talking about here. Also, I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it would be worth investigating. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the sky bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it. And in light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army or the sky bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see. So what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one. Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the pearl of Liberl. Alright, so what's this all? Let's see if I can talk to some other people. Oh. That's not where I wanted to exit. So let's see, I talked to these guys, and there were other guys to talk to. Still, I feel like I'm going insane without Trino being here in Boza. We've been fighting since we were kids, so it's weird not having him around. And though he's a business rival, we seem to have a strange sense of solidarity. I'm actually pretty proud of the fact that the two of us built up a trade like we have in Boza. Haha, although I'm sure if he heard this, he'd laugh off the notion. I really hope the city will settle down soon. The stock market's cooling down, and at this rate, I'm going to show a big deficit this month on my financial report. And just when I had beaten out the Trinos last month too. I wonder when I should tell my parents about wanting to enter the Royal Academy. Unfortunately, right now doesn't seem to be a good time. farms and stuff. There's another home. Oh yeah, let's talk. I had a very important ring taken by them. I don't care if it's the army or Bracer Guild, I just want to see those burglars caught. If these sky bandits are on the loose, I don't think I can live without being in fear every day. Okay. So at least I know who's got the ring. Let's talk to the child and see if it took the ring. I wonder if my dad will come home soon. My mom looks really upset about something. Okay. Did this say which way? Oh, let me have a quick look at the time. Alright, we got time. So let's move. Okay, this can only keep hold merge quartz. This can take any quartz. Everything else can take every quartz. Let's try to give this guy some earth stuff. So I have earth covered. Definitely give him attack. HP. Well, hit definitely would be good. Let's just give him this. And let's equip him with stuff. Hey, doing pretty needy. Yes, so we got my puppy. Come on up. Oh, sorry. There. Look at me. Well, alright, that's fine. Then give him some. There. Look at the work boots. So let's give him. Friends, freeze, let's go work. So prevents freeze is great. What else can I give him? Equip. He wants to go back down. I think I'm just gonna give him this thing. And we'll go with this. Alright. And then let's check which way do I need to go. Head to the inn in the Valeria Lake Shore. See, sorry. Didn't get me real intel. 1,000 boost. Alright, so this way. We walked past it. But I didn't go in. No, I don't know why. Or maybe I did. That's just one Earth. I hope you can't hear my dog playing with the squeaky toy. But I'm extremely sorry if you can. Oh, I guess that's it already. So let's save here. So this is the north shore of Liberl Lake, huh? It suddenly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before when I was in the area for another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I, at least, intend to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking cat naps in a rocking boat. By day and filling my belly with food and white by night. Heaven. I think I messed up the voice. This is what a vacation is all about. I think this was right. Come on, everyone. I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be seats. Even I, Olivier Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever, as long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loved fishing. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Let's have a look around. Oh yeah, I definitely was there already. I remember. We bought some this fish food that was super cheap. Or relatively cheap compared to what I guess this is the fishing dude. To what healing items cost otherwise. Could I ask you something? Wow, he's not responding at all. He must be really into fishing. So this is what a fishing maniac looks like, huh? They seem like a unique breed. Not as unique as you are, that's for sure. The man seems to be concentrating on his fishing. Let's try again. 3 times the charm, right? Well, or not. So let's see again. Guess we took the back door. My mother and I come here every year on vacation around this time. It's a tradition in our family. My mother seemed to look forward to it every time. I kind of feel bad for my father though, as he always gets left behind. The Kingfisher Inn in Bose and the Maple Leaf Inn in Zeiss are my favorite places to stay. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Please let me know if you would like to stay. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it? We are here looking for someone. If there are guests staying here who loves to fish, well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue who that might be? Oh, are you talking about old man Kowano? If If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I've heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he is a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So you're saying that old man... so you're saying he's that old man fishing out back? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. You might be able to get his attention if you call his name out really loud. Alright. I can't see all of these. But yeah, this is like super high value stuff. Charlotte Lloyd. Excuse me? Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City? Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. It looks like this is where my skills come into play. Why are you... Just sit back and enjoy. Olivia leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh, my goodness! What in the... Who are you kids? And where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivier. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. But how do you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see. So you heard from Mr. Covano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Could we get you to fill us in a little more on the details? Before that, are you all braces or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired of the day of battling out with this lake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now, hold on a minute. What do you mean by this lake's guardian? I'm glad you asked. The Guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Liberl Lake. It has been the fearless king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked. Looks like you've thrown a log in the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish like you say? You bet your last mirror it is. And I've been shaping the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of the Liberl Lake and changes its feeding spot on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it had appeared in these parts, so I came running from the Royal City. Now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steel is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I'd returned to the boat and was on my way into the inn when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. To the road in the middle of the night? Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out on the new Ansel Pass. At first I thought there were a group of people visiting from the city heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that, and when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. So maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Haha, just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Don't tell me anymore. Oh, brother, a bride that's afraid of ghosts, the guilt is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. No, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You better watch out before this little kitten bites. Haha. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did in fact seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. But it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. Oh, we know that. School uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from the Janice Royal Academy, was it? Whoa, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha, my niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her! I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally onto her trail. What? So she's an acquaintance of yours? Then, while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. In my mind, if my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep. We'll meet again here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let the girl get into any more trouble than they are. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that it's off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I leave you young'uns to your work. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing net. He mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. I wonder what kind of group that is. Did he? Did I misread something? So how is this couple involved with the missing airline incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell, Cher explained that they encountered Josette in Roland. I see. That seems to be the person in question, right? It means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. It looks like we should probably get a room just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Alright, we're going to do that next time. For now I'm going to save. I also feel my voice kind of cracking up. There was a lot of talking and very little doing something else. Kind of taking a toll on my voice. So, should you have enjoyed the video, then please leave a like, and if you've got anything to say, then write it down in the comments. And yeah, with this, I'm going to see you next time. So, see ya!